Hello and welcome to For Heaven's Sake, a Seventh Heaven podcast. We are your co-hosts, Lady J.
And T.
How are you, T?
I'm all right. I'm just thinking about this episode. How are you?
Good and the same. Let's just dive in.
All right, let's do this.
This is episode 1017, titled Highway to Sell.
We're on a highway to sell.
That was exactly what I wanted it to be. I nailed it. Oh no. Oh my goodness. The Amazon Prime spoiler for this episode is Simon meets Rose's ex-boyfriend. And the DVD description is Ruthie now has a cell phone, but no friends to call until Eric makes a few calls on her behalf. Simon panics when Rose has an old boyfriend over for dinner.
Yeah.
So, what? No, you go.
I just wanted to say something funny. It took us 10 seasons to understand that Ruthie has no friends.
Yes.
No friends. One of them finally admits they have no
I
friends.
fucking loved it when she flat out is like, no, I don't have friends.
I'm like, yeah, because everybody just comes in and leaves. What is this?
Dude, I immediately was like, that's the opening salvo of this episode.
I have no friends. I was like, huh? So no Maggie Hamilton, no Meredith. No, none of them are friends.
No friends.
She keeps telling everybody, hey, let's be friends. And nothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just really wants to be friends with a lot of people, but just never quite goes there.
This preacher kid, man, she needs to get her shit together.
Oh, these PKs. Okay, so the first most important question we have to ask ourselves is, have Simon and Rose had sex?
I know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe, right?
Have they? Because if memory serves, he refused to sleep with her because he had just made his deal with God.
Yes.
But then they decided to get married. So did that lift the embargo on having sex? Or is it still on until they're married?
I don't know. I really don't know. A part of me thinks that they haven't.
Same.
Part of me thinks that they haven't.
Because here's the deal. Or here's my truth.
Okay.
My truth is, if they've already slept together, then he has nothing to be jealous about. But if they haven't, and Rose is all up in the chemistry of Umberto, I see the problem.
Okay. Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have to think about it, but I think what I'm saying makes sense.
Umberto, sorry.
I refuse. His name is Umberto.
Yeah. Umberto Lanzo.
No, Umberto.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying though? Like, am I making sense? I know I'm not making sense really, but is my logic sound?
I hear what you're saying.
Do you get right? Because if they've already fucked, and presumably if they've done it once, they've been doing it, right? Then I don't quite see what Simon has to be all bent out of shape about with this guy, because clearly she's happy and she's getting what she wants, kind of thing. So it's not like he's gonna offer her something that he's not giving her. You know, it's not that Umberto's gonna offer something that Simon's not giving her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Except maybe unconditional love of his family, but that's a different story. Oh, there's so much to talk about in this episode.
Yeah.
Oof, magoof.
Okay.
Where do we start though? Do we start with that, or do we talk about Ruthie and her whole, because it's really only the two main stories in this episode.
Everybody else
a little bit of Lucy, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ruthie.
It's easier.
Let's dive into Ruthie a little bit.
All right, she has no friends and she has no boyfriends. No gentlemen.
She has a cell phone.
Yeah.
And she has a laptop on the way.
Yeah. And they wouldn't pay the $20.
Listen, I get it. Like, shipping is where they get you, man.
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
it's
always.
True.
So she's got a cell phone. No one's calling her on it. And she has no one to call. And Eric mentions that, well, I thought maybe like you would try to reconnect with some old people that you had in your life, you know? And Ruthie's like, nope, there's nobody. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we learn that Kevin's been calling her a lot because he feels bad that she's not getting any other calls. So she like doesn't even answer his call and stuff because she's like, okay, it's whatever. It's Kevin.
Yeah.
Cut to Lucy's like, stop calling Ruthie. This is really sweet. Like, Ruthie asked me to tell you not to call her anymore.
Okay,
it's
I can
sad.
get the hint. Can you?
So Eric and Kevin, unbeknownst to each other or to Ruthie,
Yep.
have been going to random people at her school.
Yeah.
And giving them Ruthie's cell phone number.
Yeah.
So that they can call her and like make her feel better about herself. Now, who's on this roster, you might ask?
Oh, dude, it's an interesting roster.
So first, least interesting is Sam Walker, the boy who Ruthie tried to maybe like and go out with, but ultimately said no to and just wanted to be friends with. And he was old sourpuss then, and he's old sourpuss now, piece of shit, throwing her number on the floor. Get the fuck out of here. You're just lucky to have it, okay? Whatever. Calm down. Those are the kids that end up shooting people up at school. Okay?
Oh, God. No, that's scary.
Just saying. But like, I mean, this guy's attitude, he's all considering the amount of hard work I've put into trying to reach you. I think you owe me a date. And it's like, bitch, no one owes you anything.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Anyway, so that's number one. Number two, good old Mac is back.
For someone that's been missing for 16, 17 episodes, he's back.
Mac is back with a vengeance.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the chemistry was just off the screen, man. It was like palpable between these two, okay?
I kind of miss Mac,
Kind
I
of
guess.
here for it.
Yeah.
Like, not too shabby, okay? But,
I know.
friends, who is back but old Peter himself? Old Petrowski himself.
Yeah.
With Vic in tow.
I know. And Vic.
They are so fucking cute.
Dude, you forgot Dave Franco.
Okay, I was getting to him.
I'm sorry, I ruined it.
Damn it, T. Because nobody gave him her number.
What the fuck is his name?
Dave Franco.
No.
Oh, Benjamin Bainsworth.
Benjamin Bainsworth?
Yeah.
Poor kid.
No, I was getting to him because nobody gave him her number.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of like a big deal in the end. So all these three kids are in possession of Ruthie's phone number, and all three of them are playing this game of like, do I call her? Do I not call her? How do I call her? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Peter is up at the promenade with Vic, like losing his mind over how he's gonna call her. He's waited too long since the last time they talked. He has a girlfriend. It's gonna make her mad. Vic's like, you don't have a girlfriend. It's one of those cell phone email relationships, i.e. the Tinder of 12 years ago.
Seriously. It's long distance. It doesn't count.
And Peter's just like, can't get over it. He's like tripping balls about it. He keeps picking up the phone, putting it down, picking up the phone, putting it down. Vic's like, listen, you kid, stupid kid. Eric Mark Hamden saved my goddamn life. You owe me this. Like, we owe him this. Like, you're going to call her, and it's going to be, if it's the last thing you do, you're going to make her feel good about herself. And so Peter's like, no. So finally, should we give? Yeah. Okay. So he finally like picks up the phone and calls her, and she's like, Peter, and he's like, hey, toots, or whatever he says. And he like stops just sort of calling her honey again.
Yeah, I know.
But she's on the other line with Mac at the time.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh shit, can I call you right back? And he's like, okay. Here he has been agonizing for hours over calling her, and she's like, I'll call you right back. Like, it's so anticlimactic.
Hello yourself. Peter?
Yep, it's me.
Can I call you right back?
Yeah, sure. She's so lonely and depressed, no one ever calls her. She's on the other line right now.
Maybe she's talking to the principal of her school or the president of the United States. I don't know. I mean, just because she's talking to somebody else doesn't mean she's not excited to hear from you.
That's exactly what it means. Thus, she's talking to him and not to me. Me? She'll call back later. Thanks.
What do you care? You have a girlfriend.
Well, as you pointed out, she's not my real girlfriend.
So what do you want to do?
I'll just wait for Ruthie to call me back, and then if she calls me back, I didn't call her, so technically it's not cheating.
On the girlfriend you don't really have. What if you talk to Ruthie in person? What if we just drop by to say hello?
People don't do that. You can't just drop by someone's house and say hi. You have to call first.
They're Christians.
And?
They have to let us in.
They have to let us in.
I have missed Vic and his energy so much. It was criminal how little they were used in this episode. Like, I wanted a whole episode of just like Vic and Peter being involved again with the Camdens and their lives. Like, this was severely underutilizing either of these characters. Yeah. Like, it was so sweet to see them on screen again.
Especially Peter, like he's grown up.
He's like a man, dude. Yeah. Like, when did you become a man? Oh, he's so cute.
Ruthie, you picked a good one once upon a time.
I'm telling you. So, meanwhile, I thought, okay, here's what I thought was going to happen. I thought she was like, can I call you right back? She was going to click back over to Mac and be like, bye, and then call Peter back. Like, that's legit what I thought was going to happen. Cut to,
she's still talking.
She's like chatting it up with Mac, man.
Yeah.
She's like smiling from ear to ear on the phone. He's smiling from ear to ear on the phone. He's totally like playing his game.
Yep.
She's like picking up what he's putting down. And it was like so like sexy and like cool.
Yeah.
It was like cool to watch.
But I still can't get over the fact that he called Martin to get permission or whatever to talk to Ruthie.
Which he's just leaving a message.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it too.
Yeah.
Because he's like, hey Martin, it's me, Mac. Like, where you been, bud? Like, you know, like I haven't seen you in a minute. Like, what do you think? Should I call Ruthie? Okay, call me back. Like, it's like he has this whole conversation with his answering machine, presumably.
Imagine he texted Martin, no.
Back then you had to pay for your text.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay,
people weren't texting as much.
Oh. And now that's all everybody can do is text and not be on the phone. I mean,
this is why it's funny. Like, this episode doesn't age well.
Yeah.
I mean, it does and it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, the point they're making, I think, holds true 13 years later, which is like, we've all become like slaves to this piece of metal in our hands. Like, we're all just like a bunch of dopes. We've lost sight of the relationships that really matter because we're all just like on our phones all day long, whatever. It's just that now we're not talking. We're just like staring at the screen. You know what I mean? So it's like a little different, but not really. But so anyway, so Ruthie's like vibing with Mac.
Yeah.
He's basically telling her like, okay, so like, if Martin's out of the picture, like, what's so wrong about dating me or whatever? Yeah. And he says like, did you ever like care about me in that way? And she's like, well, kind of. Like, I mean, it's like, oh my God. Like, I thought they were really something was gonna happen between these two, but it all goes out the window because before she even knows Peter's there, she's telling Mac like, she's pretty sure she likes Peter and like she misses Peter and like you know, whatever. And then Peter is there. Yeah. And he overhears all of it, mind you.
Yeah, he does.
But then he does that thing of like pretending he didn't, you know, and he's like, knock, knock, you have company. And she sees him for the first time in like God knows how long.
Yeah.
And they have like this like palpable like,
he looks at her, he's like, you look really pretty.
If this was a different show, they would have jumped each other's bones. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, if they were a little older and this was a different show, it would have happened.
Yeah.
They're just like standing like across the room from each other, and it's like they're just like staring at each other intently. You know?
Exactly.
And then cut away. You know.
cut away.
Well, to Vic downstairs with Eric and Annie, like just like catching up on life, you know, like how's Paris, how's the baby, whatever. They even did that hilarious thing of like, oh shit, where is the baby? You know, and he's like, oh, just kidding. She's with Paris. And then these two, Ruthie and Peter, come downstairs all like shady, and Peter's mouth is just like covered in red lipstick.
It's like gloss and a little bit of pink and red in there.
God,
yeah.
It's so cute. And they come down and Peter's like, okay, we can go now.
I guess Ruthie's a new makeout queen.
So cute.
Yeah.
And then Vic's like, oh, we can we?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, good to see you guys, whatever. And then Eric and Annie have that moment with Ruthie where they're like, oh, so he's like, you guys are gonna be friends, huh?
Yeah.
And actually, no, Annie goes like, so are you guys gonna start seeing each other? And she's like, I don't think so. I think we'll just be friends. Like, and then Eric's like, friends that make out occasionally, which cringe, Dad.
I know.
Like, why'd you have to go there?
I know. You're like, it's okay if you know what happens. Don't talk about it.
And God bless Ruthie. Like, for the first time in her life, she wasn't the one to like be all open with her dad, which is like the thing I'm always criticizing her for. But one time she decides to like be a little coy about it. He has to bring it up, like barf. So anyways, and then she like runs upstairs all red faced, and it's just a really fucking cute moment.
It is.
They couldn't be more innocently sweet.
Too bad.
I know. Too fucking bad. Like, honestly, Martin aside, Peter's her white whale for sure. Like, Peter is always going to be the one that got away as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's goals right there. Like, Peter should always be Ruthie's end goal. Like, fuck. It's like they're each other's Ross and Rachel. Like, they had their whole season together, and then they broke up for whatever reason.
We were on a break.
They broke up for whatever reason. Okay. And then every so often he pops back in, and they like rekindle, and at the end of the day, you just know that they're meant to be together.
See, if only that could happen in season 11.
I know.
Oh, how awesome or epic would it have been? Peter and Martin.
What? Like
fighting for Ruthie. Why not?
No, because Martin's always in an epic showdown with somebody for Ruthie. First it was Mac, then it was Jack, now it's Peter.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen though.
Mac, Jack, and Pack?
Mac, Jack, and Pack.
Mac, Jack, and Peter. So it's like a cool band name. Mac, Jack, and Peter. Or Peter, Mac, and Jack. Ooh.
Peter, Mac, and Jack.
That I like.
That flows.
Or should it be Jack and... No, Mac and Jack sounds better than Jack and Mac.
Yeah.
Somehow. Why? It's like the same vowel and consonant sound.
I don't know.
Mac and Jack.
Mac and Jack.
Mac and Jack. Jack and Mac. No, I don't like it. I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, yeah.
So they made up.
They made out. Meanwhile, or not meanwhile, but after all of that goes down, after she's been satisfied, she got all the calls today, like everyone's tried to call her, everyone's like giving her, some attention, whatever. At the end of the day, because what's his name, stupid sad sack Sam, threw her number down on the ground.
Yeah.
In a moment, I'll never understand.
Yeah.
She's like, I do want to be friends with you. And he's like, okay, well, I could really use a friend. So like, that's cool. They hang up. And then he throws her number on the ground. Like, bro, what is your damage, Sam?
Yeah. And why are you littering? Sorry.
Yeah, not to mention. And then of course, the violation, you're just going to leave her number out there in public for someone to pick up and creepily get her number or whatever. Although Vic mentions that she's listed, which makes no sense because it's a cell phone number. But anyway.
Yeah.
Although I guess... Were cell phones in the telephone books back then?
How crazy.
I guess they could have been. I don't know. I don't know how telephone books work. Anyway. So, long story short, this number is still sitting on the ground where Sam left it. Yeah. And Dave Franco, of all people, stops by, sees it, picks it up, all with a knowing smile. Yeah. Which at first I was just like, oh, creep. You just found a girl's number, so you're going to blindly dial it and see what happens. But then we learned that he actually knows Ruthie. Yeah. That he's been into her for all year and just hasn't really known how to like approach her or whatever.
Yeah.
And then this number just happens to be on the ground, like totally kismet or whatever. So he took his opportunity and called her, and she's like, okay, like, yeah, I know who you are. Like, chill, cool, whatever.
Is that his first gig?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so, because I also don't know if we're ever going to see him again.
Welcome, Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, really. But I also think like that's pretty cool. Like if this is going to be his like few episode arc until the end of the season, like
that'd be funny.
Like one, I'm glad for Ruthie to have somebody. Two, I love Dave Franco. Like dope to see him on Seventh Heaven of all things. So like it might be interesting. We'll see. I don't know. But we kind of like they leave it with the open-ended sense of like, oh, okay, cool. Like new fresh meat for Ruthie to be into, kind of, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's clearly mutual. Like she won't be like heartbroken over it because he's obviously into her and stuff. So like it's just really a matter of like her opening her heart up again, you know? Yeah. Which finally, like, I'm happy for her. Like, I'm ready for her to move on, you know?
Yeah,
like,
we all want her to move on.
Yeah. Especially since we know Martin's not coming back all season.
Jeez, dude. That's so messed up.
I know.
I'm not over that.
It's a bummer, dude. It's a real bummer.
How did you think that was okay?
I don't know.
How did you think that was
I'm really wondering if it's just he was on another show or something. Like, he had another commitment. But in the middle of the season? Like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So that's the story of Ruthie and her cell phone.
Yeah. Basically, she's gonna get it.
She gonna get it. She gonna get it with her cell phone.
Oh, yeah. All the boys.
Also, did you love her cover on her cell phone? I'm pretty sure I've had that exact same cover on my Motorola.
I didn't pay attention.
It was like this like floral, colorful, borderline paisley. Not even. It's really just like tiny little daisy flowers, like all over, like just flower. You know, just like
interesting,
like a pattern of just flowers.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
I'm pretty sure I had that same cover, except maybe with like a different color scheme.
Yeah,
like hers was like had a lot of blue in it, and mine was more like pinks and greens and yellows as opposed to blues and pinks. You know. Anyway. These are the things that I pay attention to because the show is so boring.
Well, you can't help it.
I know.
The details.
You really can't. Okay, so meanwhile... Wait, should we kill Lucy first real quick?
Kill Lucy.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, Lucy spends the whole episode needing to talk to Kevin about their future and not end up and never actually saying anything until the very, very end. And it's supposed to be this big deal.
Constantly interrupted by cell
phones. Essentially, she's come to the decision. And I will say, in a way, I'm actually pretty proud of this.
Yeah.
For reasons I'll get into. But so she's come to the decision that given the state of her life, or at least what it's going to be looking like in the near future with her second baby and the ministry she's trying to have with her church and her teen girls group and everything like that, that really she doesn't have the bandwidth or the capacity to also lead this homeless teenage mother home project. And so she's going to pass it off to somebody with a little more experience.
Yeah.
And they've already gotten the approval from the money lady from last episode that she's willing to still front the cash, even though it's not Lucy doing it. So really it's just, she feels like, you know, she's still so young. Yeah. She's still so green. She wants to really build her work that she does for the community from the ground up. She doesn't want to rush it. Yeah. She doesn't want it to be half-assed. In so many words, she obviously doesn't use that term, but so she really wants to focus on her family right now as much as she can, you know. She still wants to have her job and do the things she's doing, but she also wants to be able to be there for her family, which means allowing Kevin to like not have to cook and clean and take care of everything all the time, you know. She wants to play a part in the raising and rearing of her children as well. Yeah. So that's what she's decided. And I'm into this idea for her.
Yeah, same.
because I think there's something to, okay, so the truth is I'm not like super churchy or religion-y or whatever, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I feel like I kind of have some credentials, like, because I listen to podcasts, you guys. Like, there's this idea, right, in the Christian community or in the religion of Christianity of like doing good works and shit, you know, or having like a calling and like serving a higher purpose in your life or whatever, right? But at the same time, like there is such a thing as burnout. And there is such a thing as like overextending yourself to the point where are you really even doing it for the community anymore? Or are you just doing it for a sense of like status or like self-accomplishment or whatever, you know what I mean? And Lucy, like, I'm proud of her for recognizing like she doesn't have to do everything to be good. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She doesn't have to be crushing everything to be crushing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. How I was weirded out when she said that she was 23. Not weirded out because like that's creepy.
How young
I didn't
is she?
understand how young she was until she said 23.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't realize that's how young she was.
Yeah. I didn't. It didn't hit me that she was 23.
Which means Simon's like 20, bro. Or like 21.
Yeah. Or approaching. Yeah, basically, right?
Fucking A. They're babies.
Yeah.
They're fucking babies. Imagine if you had 2 kids by 23. I'd kill myself.
I can't imagine that now. Hell no.
Yeah, dude. Snow Globe 23 is way different than real life 23, though. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but hearing her say, I'm 23 and I'm starting out my career, I'm like, you're only 23?
And imagine that you've come as far as she's come in your life milestones by her age.
Yeah.
She's really like, okay, I'm good for a while, you know? Like I'm chill. Like no more milestones right now, you know? And I get that. And I respect that she is able to see that and like pull back and go, hold on, one thing at a time. Like, and it's essentially what Jenny was warning her about in her dream the day before, whatever, like don't let your heart beat like a hummingbird, whatever, you know, like it's all making sense. Like the pieces are falling into place. You know what I'm saying?
Like I got you, Grandma.
Like it's making sense as far as Lucy's concerned.
Yeah.
With like, if we're talking about her trajectory, like where is this going with Lucy? Like for me, it's sort of coming together. Like I want to see her be more involved in the church. Like we haven't really seen her doing her church thing since she became the youth pastor or the junior pastor.
That's true. We saw her really focus on Sandy, and she was focused on Sandy, I want to say, until Christmas. And then after that,
right.
Yeah. But even before then, we weren't seeing.
We haven't really seen Lucy do like the church thing.
Yeah,
you know
we
what
saw
I mean?
her with a pregnancy scare
with that one teen.
Yeah. But I would like to see her give a sermon again.
Yeah. Or see her leading that teen group she's got. We haven't seen anything from that.
That's true.
Know?
It'd be nice to actually see what that class looks like.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm on this Lucy track with her. Like I'm good. Like I'm chill with her.
Take me wherever it's going.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I have confidence that it's that wherever it ends or wherever it leads, like it's not going to feel like a letdown. It's not going to feel cheap or not enough. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just going to be whatever it is and it's going to be fine.
Yeah. I think her story will feel good in the end.
Yeah.
For season 10.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not even think about the next one. So that's it. So Simon and Rose.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm excited.
For Umberto?
Dude, fuck Umberto.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Mystery Girl on the phone?
Yeah. I know.
Dude, do you understand what this means?
I was like, you two-timing? Anyways.
He's fucking her. He's for sure fucking this girl.
Or, yeah.
For sure. Remember in the last episode where I very sneakily mentioned something because I knew this was coming? Where that scene where Rose is talking to Eric about her ex-boyfriend and stuff.
Yeah.
and we were like, where's Simon?
Yeah.
Where's Simon? Simon just got the scare of his lifetime, realizing that he was not going to ever fuck anybody else besides Rose. And he went out and he picked up this blondie, dude.
Yeah.
That is for damn sure.
But hold on. This blondie is also psycho.
Oh, she's crazy cuckoo.
Yeah.
But I don't even care at this point. I'm just like, who is she? I want to know the deets. Like, this is some shit.
Well, apparently she knows all the details.
Again, I'm telling you, this is, I know in my bones, I can tell this is what happened. Simon got scared. He went out, picked up some rando, poured his heart out to her, probably in like a moment of like, just, you know, weakness and like stupidity and shit. I'm going to say alcohol wasn't involved because we know Simon.
Yeah.
But anyway, like if this was a normal show, alcohol would have been involved.
Yeah.
And just totally like, you know, like one last ride kind of banged her. I think still with the intention of like, and I'm in love with Rose. I want to marry Rose. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. But he did what he did with this bitch.
Yeah.
And like now it's coming home to roost because she's fucking outside his door, dude.
By the way, I'm in the parking lot.
Oof. Nope. This is gonna be insane.
I wish I was in this show like as a side character, just smack him, you moron!
When he goes like, I'm just gonna get some fresh air. Ugh. Oh my god. I couldn't believe him.
I got lost.
I know. That was so lame.
I got lost?
You wouldn't believe it.
In her vagina? Where did you get lost?
In her mouth. Ew. Oh my god. So many things happening in this episode. And then fucking Umberto shows up and he does that. He does it 3 times. I'm kidding, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
kind of
pick a new catchphrase. Like, like we get it. You're into Rose.
Apparently she really gets along with his family.
And that's the kicker, I think. If anything is gonna send this over the edge, it's that she's going to but she's going to end up picking Umberto because it comes with like the ease of not having to deal with Camden bullshit anymore. You know what I mean? I also, though, have a gripe about the timeline of all of this. So we know from the last episode that they were together. Rose and Umberto were together for 4 years in high school. And at 18, they broke up after having sex. They broke up for college times.
Yeah.
Right. So 18-ish. Mm-hmm. At some point in this episode, twice kind of, it's basically made apparent to us, the audience, that they were on the marriage track.
Yeah.
And that she went to Italy to take a class from his grandma because she thought she was going to get married to him. And then secondly, that he left her at the altar.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Uh-huh.
How old were they?
I'm not going to be left at the second time. And we left at the altar for the second time or something. I'm like...
does that mean that at 18 they were like, let's get married, and then he left her at the altar, so that's why they quote unquote broke up? Like, what the fuck, dude? And how old was she when she went to Italy for a month and a half or whatever the fuck she did? Like, the
summer break, bro,
doesn't add up for
summer
me.
break, come on.
Maybe though, you're right. Maybe like summer after high school when we first met. They're engaged. She goes to Italy for a month, takes the cooking classes, comes back to get married. He leaves her at the altar. Okay, never mind. It happens. I get it. I mean, it's crazy, but like I can see it. You know what I mean? Babies
marrying babies.
Well, and they're all babies, as we just established. They're fucking 20. Like, Jesus Christ. And this Umberto character, like, way too larger than life for my taste.
Yeah, thank you.
The way he comes barreling in, like, "Hey, buddy, what's up? How nice music?" Like, it's like, ugh, like you walked into MySpace. Calm down right now.
Yeah,
like he's just too much. He's like throwing his weight around, you know, like
caviar, Bellini.
Oh, you remembered. Oh, like, ugh.
It was a little annoying.
And the way she's just like loving all of his attention. Like, oh, yes, I did. Oh,
I miss our times together. Blah, blah, blah. Oh,
in front of Simon, of all things. Like, and okay. So the part that this is all leading to is like, so this is all happening, right? In Simon's living room, of all places. And then he excuses himself to go to the bathroom and immediately calls Ruthie to be like, dude, you need to look up this guy for me because there's something more going on here than just Rose trying to make him jealous.
Yeah.
Like Simon smells something fishy going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, follow that instinct, son. Keep going for it. Like, follow that train of thought, because what is this about? Like, you invited this guy here to make him jealous, and all you're doing is like throwing your past in Simon's face.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
And how many courses did she cook?
7.
Longest meal.
7. And then she's all, it's just little things. What did she make? Lasagna, pasta. Like, those are not little things. Mind you, you're cooking in a student kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even have an oven. Like, he's got a stove. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's so bonkers, dude.
Yes.
This whole thing is just crazy.
I don't understand.
So anyway, when she steps away to go prep the eggplant or whatever, he turns to Simon and he's like, I want her back. Haha, just kidding, not really. And Simon's like, haha, okay. And then when Simon goes for a walk or whatever, and it's just the two of them, they're having like this little moment. I mean, he stops just short of like pulling her in and kissing her or something. You know, I mean, it's like the tension is palpable at that point. Because he's like on top of her neck as she's cooking pasta or whatever, and then he's like, okay, but for all seriousness though, like, I want you back. Yeah. And she's like, she's not even like, you're an idiot. She's like, do you? She's found out like, wait, is this for real? Like, do you want it to be? Like, what are you saying right now?
And she admits just as much as she doesn't know if she has feelings for him or not, or still has them.
Dumb bitch.
To Simon. And that's when Simon should have said, okay, I think we're done now.
I mean,
but no, Simon, what does Simon do?
Pick up his phone or pick up her phone.
And what does that bitch do?
Pick up his phone. Because they're a bunch of idiots. They're all a bunch of idiots.
You just shouldn't be getting married, you moron.
She picks up his phone, which, okay, in all seriousness, hers doesn't seem premeditated. She's wearing his jacket because it's cold, right? Because she stepped outside to see Umberto off. Yeah. And so she's put his jacket over her shoulders for like a bit of warmth as she's outside for 2 seconds, right? She comes back in and she goes to the bathroom. She's like, I'll be right back. She goes to the bathroom. She takes off the coat. Yeah. And then feels something in the pocket. Yeah. Pulls out his phone. And then since she's there, she's like, let me call the last number. Yeah. It feels less premeditated to me
compared to Simon.
Than Simon noticing he's alone with her phone in the kitchen and picking it up and calling the last number.
And both of those two, Mystery Girl and Umberto, deserve each other. Morons who start speaking without saying, oh, hey.
I know.
Did you think about what I said?
And what does Mystery Girl say? She says, do you want to come out and play or something like that? Like, are you going to come out and play again or some shit?
Something like that.
Some version of the word play was involved, which is so gross. Like, it's so gross. Ugh. And then Umberto, when he picks up, says, so did you tell him? Or some shit like
something like that.
Or so did you decide? Or did you think about what I said? Or some shit like that. Like Did both Mystery Girl and Umberto think that Rose and Simon were going to break up with each other that night? Seriously. And go their respective ways? Like, what is happening? Yeah. This is the most crazy fucking shit that has ever happened on the show, and that is saying something.
True.
Isn't this the craziest shit that's ever happened?
Yeah. Yeah. And God, Simon, you're a bit of a cad.
He's kind of gross.
You're the worst right now.
I know.
You know better. Like, I understand. I want you to like escape her.
But see, I know this is okay. If he did indeed go and fuck this girl, right? Which of course he did. Yeah. This is because it's his cry for help. He doesn't want to marry Rose. He just doesn't. We know this. He knows this in his heart. He just keeps lying to himself and telling himself he loves her and wants to marry her. Like, if this is the wake-up call he needs, good.
Yeah, I guess.
And ditto for Rose. If it took Umberto coming back and being like, I still want you, for her to be like, oh shit, okay, like, I guess I don't really love him. Yeah. Fine. Whatever. Just stop being with each other.
Stop being with each other. Call it a fucking day. Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I want to go back to the days where Simon was just fucking everything with 2 legs. Like, give me back that Simon. At least he knew who he was. He wasn't a sniveling coward.
I like that. Give me that Simon.
You know? Like, I didn't love that Simon, but I like him better than this one.
Yeah, that doesn't know what the fuck he wants.
He's so annoying.
So annoying. I can't take him seriously. No, but you can't.
You can't.
No, you can't.
And it's no wonder that Rose doesn't take him seriously. I mean, not that I'm trying to defend her or anything, but like, if you think about it, you know, like, of course this isn't a real relationship because look at you.
Yeah.
Like, you're just dumb. And she's no better, which is why you two deserve each other, but really you don't.
Yeah.
Like, go your separate ways because this is a disaster. Ugh.
I really can't stand their relationship. I can't believe it lasted a season.
I'm really excited about Mystery Girl, though, man. She better come back, and she better get a name in the next episode.
Seriously, what was her Mystery Girl?
It's literally Mystery Girl in the credits.
So mean.
I think it's actually Simon's Mystery Girl, or something like that.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this show's fantastic.
It really is.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Umberto just really annoys me. He's, like you said, larger than life.
He's just too much.
You're in your early 20s. Why are you acting like you're 40?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of
he's
here.
acting like he's like some mob boss, like Don or some shit. Like,
Dad sent you a case of wine?
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's so gross.
This ain't The Sopranos.
I know. I've never even seen The Sopranos, and I totally got Sopranos vibes.
I got Sopranos back. It's true though. Yeah, I don't know.
Umberto, Berto, like he's like, call me whatever you want to call me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, calm down, Mickey Blue Eyes. Like
Mickey Blue. I love that movie.
Jelly. No, wait, that's Analyze This or that. Or
Yeah.
both. Right?
Is
yeah,
it?
Jelly is from that.
Oh, okay. I guess
I don't remember who else. I mean, I know that it's James Caan, right?
Yeah.
In Mickey Blue with Hugh Grant.
Mickey Blue.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
That's my favorite. That's my standout
Get out of
moment.
here.
Yeah, dude. So like, that's what's happening with these fools in this episode. I'm like excited
To see
My
what
blood
happens.
is boiling. I'm like, give me more. What's next? I'm jazzed.
Okay. You jazzed.
Jazzed up.
And all that jazz. Come on, boo.
You totally weren't in the mic when you did that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I know you did it on purpose. Don't even trip. But the mic like probably didn't pick it up, which is a bummer because it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. It was beautiful.
You have no idea.
Okay, Luffy.
I can't help it.
I've done that so many times on this podcast where I portmanteau Ruthie and Lucy.
You can't help it.
I know it's hard. Life is hard, you guys.
So hard. I can't say Lucy and I can't say Ruthie. Lucy.
Oh, wait, we buried the lead so hard about Lucy.
What happened?
Speaking of Lucy, so she's not taking the project, but Annie is.
Oh yeah, Annie is.
Annie's taking the project, and what I loved about that is like seeing Annie talking about it, as like assuredly and with like a million ideas, just like Lucy did, right? Where she's like, okay, so I think it's totally doable. Like, I'll have the building by June, and we'll get it going. And I really shouldn't have a problem maintaining things around here. I'll make time. The twins are in school. Ruthie's going to be in college in a couple of years. Like, it's all good. Like, she's just like, she's in it to win it, man. Mm-hmm. Finally, something of her own.
She's gonna have a project.
Yeah, because if we think about it, like, Annie has been struggling with this the entire series, really.
Yeah.
Like she's picked up and put down so many like projects for herself that she was interested in. Like she wanted to be a teacher for a hot minute. Mm-hmm. She wanted to be whatever for like, you know, she's had a lot of moments where you think she's gonna start something and then she kind of doesn't,
basically.
you know? because she favors like her home life and her kids and stuff over that. And I think for the first time, finally, she's like, no, like I'm gonna make time for this, and it's gonna be the thing that I do, and I'm excited about it, and it's gonna be good.
Basically,
it's so exciting.
It's about time.
Yeah, good for her, man.
Yeah.
I wrote, go for it. Awesome. Yes, Annie.
Get your job. You do your thing.
And then when they're like, when it's just the two of them, and it's just Eric and Annie, and they're talking about like their cell phones and shit, like they're such nerds, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love it so much. They're such nerds. They're like, oh, what have we done? You know,
do you think we would have relied on each other if we had this? And then what did they also, what else did they question? Would we have been closer, or do we get enough information? Like,
I mean, it's all again like pretty salient shit that like still matters today.
Yeah.
But the best is when Annie realizes that she's been so focused on like herself and her own life that she's stopped tripping about Simon and Rose.
Yeah.
And then Eric picks up his cell phone and calls her.
Is that my wife? I'm like, oh, come on.
And he's all, is my wife there?
This couple.
They're such dorks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. I really loved that moment. Like, it's like so dorky and cheesy, but it's like just, it's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
it's true.
They're cute. I mean, for better or for worse, like they're like a good couple, you know, like it's chill.
It's
whatever. True. Yeah. So that is the way the cookie crumbles in this episode, folks.
I think so.
I don't have any other stray observations.
Same. None. Bert, Umberto, whatever.
Umberto. I can't say it the right way.
Umberto.
Lanzo.
All right.
Why? I mean, I love how like at first she's been calling him Bert this whole time, and then the minute we meet him, all of a sudden it's Umberto. Yeah. It's like, okay, weirdo. Yeah. Oh, let's rate it.
Yeah. What do you rate it?
Thumbs up. Easy 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
It's
2 thumbs
exciting.
Up.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
The chemistry that Ruthie has with almost everybody in this episode is like awesome.
It's true.
Is dope.
Yeah. 2 thumbs
I
up.
am here for it. Woof. Let this be the good vibes they take into the final 4 episodes of the season.
Hopefully.
Like we
let
only
it be
got,
this chaotic.
That's what I want. I just want excitement. You understand? Like it doesn't have to be like so good. It just has to be like watchable where where you're like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? You know, like where you're interested and engaged. Like
exactly.
That's all I care about. I mean, that's all I want from this goddamn show.
That's all I want from this show.
Damn it, Brenda.
Which they've been failing all this time.
You know what else I learned today?
What?
I mean, besides a lot of things, Beverly Mitchell was in like 25-ish episodes of The Secret Life of the American Teenager.
She was?
Yeah.
Did you watch those episodes?
No.
Okay.
It must have been after I had given up on it. But
don't tell me
that
you're
being
gonna
said, should we keep this party train going?
I don't know if I like Brenda Hampton that much.
There's only like 90 episodes.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, no, but like 90 episodes is chump change compared to 243. Calm down. We still have 30 to go.
You're not done yet.
I'm just saying, listeners, let us know if you would be interested in that.
Is she Lucy Camden?
No.
It'd been funny if she was.
Oh, fuck. Is she?
No.
It didn't occur to me to look.
Right? Because it's basically, she's doing the work.
Fuck me. Is she? Dude. T. If she's playing Lucy Camden in Secret Life, we have to do it.
I'm going to cry.
It basically exists in the same snow globe.
Yeah.
We'd have to do it.
It can't be Glen Oak, could it?
No, and I know it's not Glen Oak, but like it would have to be in the same universe.
Right? Imagine Kevin showed up.
Dude. Just saying, think about it.
All right.
Offline.
Offline.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. Thank you as always for listening. You know where to find us on social media.
Yes.
Send us an email at forheavensakeshow@gmail.com. Don't forget to log into the Patreon. That's patreon.com/4heavensakepod. We have a few tiers up there right now. Couple, I think. We have the Keep the Lights On tier.
Yes.
Which is, you guys, it's like soups affordable. And really, it's just, it's what it says. It'll help keep the lights on. It'll help keep this show available to you wherever you get your podcasts long after it is over. And then we have our Heaven Head tier, which you get access to 2 bonus episodes a month. That's like a lot of content, you guys.
It's
like,
a lot.
It's like upwards of 4 hours a month.
It's a lot of work, let me tell you. It's fun work, but
We do
work.
it lovingly.
Yeah.
Of live commentary on movies that T has seen that I have not, which,
Quite a
as you
few.
know, quite a few. There's already, I think, 23 episodes available as of this moment.
Damn, we work
And
hard.
We work really hard, and if you join now, all those episodes become available to you, plus the future episodes. So that's really exciting. And until next time, bye.
Ciao.